Therefore, please refrain abuse to the players, fans, and even the officials. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you now, please rise and remove your caps for the singing of Old Canada with the music performance program student from Alma College, Ms. Jamie Coates.
In our lives. Hello everybody and welcome to Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. We're coming to you live from Holland College at the 2017 CCAA Men's Basketball National Championships presented to you on Bell 5 TV1. My name is Stephen Campbell and I'll be doing the play-by-play for the third game of the day between the host Holland College Hurricanes and the SAIT Trojans. Holland College entering the tournament with the 4th seed and SAIT getting the 5th. Both of these teams won their own conferences. Holland, they won their 5th straight ACAA championship by beating the Mount Allison Mounties 81-70 in the final, whereas the Trojans beat Lethbridge pretty handedly 85-65 in the ACAC final, and it's SAIT's first banner in 16 years. So a little bit different stories there as championships have become the norm around these parts. Early 3-ball for Holland College. Trinity Burdine jumping out right there. And just like that, Holland on the board. Answering right back was Tanner Parrington for the Trojans. And obviously this tournament presented by Holland. Big home court advantage boost for them, as there's a missed 3 from the Hurricanes. Lots of Hurricanes fans out to support their team here in Charlottetown, the third game of the day. We had 2 good ones earlier. In the first game, VIU dispatched George Brown by a score of 98-82, so they will move on to play tomorrow. And the Nomads de Montmorency just edged the Lethbridge Kodiaks 86-84, so they will move on to play in the semis as well. So this game, obviously a big one. Holland used to the national stage, came in 3rd last year, just missed out on the final, lost by 2 to Humber College. So they have a lot to prove, and you know they would love to get back there in front of their hometown fans. And back and forth action here, as that was a 3 from Nicholas Molina, the 3rd-year guard out of Calgary, Alberta. Chase Bowden kicks it out to Norden. Now Travis Adams, tough shot, somehow gets it to fall. Excellent fast-paced start to this game here right now. John Smith chucks it up and just in and out. Big rebound there. And that foul is going to go against the Trojans. SAIT starting out 3 of 4, and Holland as well 3 of 4. 3 total 3-pointers made already in the first couple minutes of the first quarter. Here's Norden now, just lost the handle on it, and it's recovered from Bea. Now Smith. Another 3-pointer, and another one for Nicholas Molina. End-to-end frantic action early on here. That's going to be an offensive foul going against Roosevelt Wiley of the Hurricanes. Wiley, one of the multiple recruits from the Bahamas, as well as Joseph and Lockhart. Huge block there from Bowden. An uncontested 3-pointer, Murphy Bea. Unbelievable start now for SAIT. Already 4 of 5 from beyond the arc, 14-7. They lead the hometown Hurricanes. Here's Bowden trying to work around a couple defenders. Another 3 tossed up there. That one was off the mark from Adams. Much different pace from the last game that we saw here, Montmorency and Lethbridge. A little bit sluggish, especially in the first half. Wasn't a whole lot of scoring. This has been the opposite so far. These two teams very evenly matched. As I said, the 4 and the 5 seed. A couple players getting tangled up there in the paint. And it's getting loud in here right now. Obviously, lots of Hurricanes fans in attendance, but a great showing from SAIT as well. And another three-pointer for the Trojans. This time it's Ryan Nummy getting in on the action. SAIT already 6 of 9. And it's quite clear what their game plan is. Just keep chucking up those threes, and why not? Because it's working so far. Here's Smith at the perimeter. Long 2, and everything is falling for the Trojans now. 19-7. They jump out to an early lead over the Hurricanes. I don't think Holland was quite ready for this offensive explosion that we've seen from the Trojans. Nick Molina, he's already connected on 3 3-pointers. And it's going to be an early timeout called by Hurricanes head coach Josh Whitty. Try to slow this thing down. So 4.5 minutes gone in the first quarter of action. And SAIT up early, 19-7. And this is an interactive program. You can get in on the broadcast. Just send me a tweet. My Twitter handle is @SCampbellTV1. Once again, that's @SCampbellTV1. And let me know where you're watching the game and who you're cheering for. And I will gladly give you a shout out on the air. We've had lots of good interaction from people watching at home throughout the day. This is the 3rd game of the first day here. And it's been busy, but it's been great basketball so far. Whereas after this one more game on deck. It's at 8 p.m. Atlantic time. It's going to be the 8th-seeded Mount Allison Mounties going up against the 1st-seeded and undefeated Sheridan Bruins. Just looking at the numbers here already, SAIT just coming out. Clearly haven't been affected by any sort of jet lag. Every team west of Ontario wasn't able to get into Charlottetown until last night because of inclement weather in the Maritimes. So they only got here last night around 5 p.m. All teams were supposed to get their practices in yesterday, but because the year-end athletic banquet was taking place here at Holland, they weren't able to practice until this morning. So we expected it to be a little bit sloppier for those teams that were coming from out west. However, SAIT is looking just fine so far. Now coming back the other way, it's the Hurricanes. Here's Wiley now, and Wiley, nice little spin there, and gets it to drop. Here's Smith. In the corner, another three connected from Nummy. That's his second tray of the contest. Raining threes here in Charlottetown early on. Bowden. Blocked there at the rim. The hoop and the harm for the Hurricanes. Roosevelt Wiley able to get the bucket to fall, so he will head to the line now to try to make it a three-point play. And it's recovered by the Trojans, and a little bit too much on that pass as Bea was trying to find Smith there. So a sloppy turnover for the Trojans, and Holland College just caught a break. And that pass was tipped out of bounds by Nummy. Bowden. And that one wasn't even close. Looked like he was trying to get Burdine to cut towards the basket. And both teams just trade turnovers. Less than 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter now, 22-11. And great feed underneath the basket. Spencer finding Taha, and he had a clear look at the hoop right there. Working it around the perimeter now are the Hurricanes. Here's Wiley. Takes it himself, went up for the dunk, but he was stopped at the rim by Bea. And now going back the other way, poked away from Holland. And Holland in transition now, slamming it down is Trinity Burdine. And that gets the fans in attendance here on their feet. SAIT trying to answer back. Another three from Smith. Smith is good from downtown. Unbelievable numbers so far. 10 of 14. Answering right back for Holland. Drawing the contact on the way to the rim. And we're going to take a look at that last play. Huge dunk right there. Massive. Definitely one of the biggest we'll see this tournament. What a game we have on our hands here. As Jaden Norden is at the stripe now, trying to make it a three-point play. So as I was saying, SAIT, 7 of 9 from downtown. So of their 14 attempts, 9 have come from 3. And when you're shooting the ball like that, why wouldn't you keep trying it? This team is clearly favoring the three-pointer, and they've been one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country all year long, and proving why right now. Smith goes back for 3 again, and it's good. The 11th, excuse me, that's the 8th three-pointer made from the Trojans, 30-16. 30 points already through 8 minutes for SAIT. And battling in the paint there, finishing it off was Adams, the third year. Out of nearby Halifax, Nova Scotia. There's another 3 now from Taha, and a rare miss for SAIT. Bowden. And that was a tough play there, getting called for the travel. That was Joseph. So that foul going to go to the Hurricanes. And lost in the 30 points that SAIT has already scored. Sitting with 4 fouls now, with the quarter almost over. Oh, and that one, a tough break for Molina, as Molina had an open man hanging out behind the three-point line on the other side of the court, but opted to take it himself. Molina's got 9. John Smith sitting with 8. And Numi sitting with 6 for the visiting Trojans. Referee says that's going to be 2 shots there for Joseph. Joseph in his first year with the Hurricanes, one of those players from Nassau. Puts a couple on the board. Just about a minute left to go in the opening frame of action here in the 3rd game of the day. And how much fun has this one been? There's Majok recovering that. Chucked up there, and it's good from Burdine. So Holland bringing this thing within 8 now. Nice little spin move from Molina. Fadeaway 3 is no good from Smith. So after opening the quarter on fire from beyond the arc, a couple of misses for SAIT there. And there's a 3 attempt from Holland. That one just rattles off the rim. Majok was there with the rebound, but had the ball stripped out of his hands. Little floater there counts for the Trojans. 7 seconds left. Holland, one last chance here to cut into this lead. Oh, and they throw it away. That was Kaye that was looking for Burdine, and they got their wires crossed as the point guard threw that one into the crowd. What an opening quarter of play here in Charlottetown. At the end of 10 minutes, it's the SAIT Trojans 32 and the hometown Holland Hurricanes 22. And you won't want to go anywhere, as we will be right back after this for what's sure to be another exciting quarter of action here at the 2017 CCAA Men's Basketball National Championships.
Being part of an Easter Seals camp has really shaped who I am today. My dream is to see every kid in Canada living with a disability go to an Easter Seals camp so they can experience what I have experienced. See ability in disability. See the difference? Be the difference.
Text Easter to 45678. Make your $10 donation today.
As we're taking a look at some of the 3-pointers made by the Trojans there as they opened this thing absolutely on fire from beyond the arc, just connecting on everything, jumping out to that early lead. A couple of them uncontested. That one was tough right there. Good defense from Wiley, and beautiful step back, just making it rain here at Holland College. And while we await the start of the second quarter, I'll throw it over to Twitter. We got our first tweet of the game from Katrina, and she says, "Athletic Therapy fam watching in the clinic, hashtag Go Trojans." So thank you for reaching out. And once again, interact with the broadcast. Send me a tweet on Twitter at SCampbellTV1, SCampbellTV1. And I will gladly give you a shout out on the air. And I'll be honest, that was the most entertaining quarter of basketball that I've called all year long, and that includes AUS in the Eastern version of U Sports here. Unbelievable performance from both teams there, but especially the Trojans as they just jumped out and were shooting the lights out. 8 of 12 from downtown. Holland attempted 6 threes, only converted on 1. But the Trojans 12 of 19 from the field, and the Hurricanes 9 of 16. So if that first quarter is going to show us anything, it's that this is going to be some can't-miss basketball for the remainder of this contest. Abe Joseph, nice pass in the corner. Wide open look there is buried from Kaye. And the Moulton, Ontario native gets the second quarter rolling for the Hurricanes, their second three of the game. Already 32-24. High scoring basketball here. Stripped away, another three now, and it's good. Nick Molina now up to 12, and all of them have come off of threes. Point guard Joseph trying to slow it down a little bit now. And that pass was intended for Bailey. Bailey had that one swatted away on his way to the bucket. Holland is going to retain possession here. 7 on the shot clock. Need to get a shot off quick. And they opt to take another tray. That one, some good defense from Parrington. And that foul is going to go against SAIT. And it's getting loud in here right now. So Nummy is going to exit the game in favor of Spencer. First that we've seen from Spencer. Playing in his last year of action from Santa Ana, California. The hoop and the harm for SAIT. That was Bea driving the length of the court and finishing at the rim. Points stacking up very quickly here. Already 37 scored by the Trojans. As when it comes to shooting the three ball, they've looked more like the Golden State Warriors in this game. Here's Bailey working it around to Joseph. Joseph looking for somewhere to go. Here's Majok now. Majok back to Wiley, and Wiley clanks that one off the iron. SAIT now trying to keep this hot streak going. John Smith takes that one up himself. Great defense from Majok. Recovered from the Hurricanes on the fast break. Joseph at the rim. The and one there from Kaye, and he is pumped up now, as are the rest of the fans in attendance. That foul is going to go against Molina. That's his first and the team's second. And entering the game again for Holland is Adams in favor of Majok. And it's a three-point play for the hometown Hurricanes. Ten-point lead now for the SAIT Trojans. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter of action here at the 2017 CCAA Men's Basketball National Championship, hosted by Holland College. As always, proudly presented on Bell 5 TV1. Joseph moves it over to Wiley. Wiley inside to Adams. Adams takes it himself, gets his own rebound though. Fading away, and another miss for the Nova Scotia native. And now some great pressure from Holland, almost poked away from Joseph. And that suffocating defense is going to result in a travel, says the referee, being charged against Bea. So it's going to be Holland ball with a fresh shot clock. Finished at the rim there from Travis Adams. So Holland College starting to come on now. Slowing things down a little bit. which is obviously preferred considering that red-hot start that the Trojans had. It seemed like they didn't really have any time to catch their breath the way that this game opened up. And they were in that early hole before they could even know it. But right now, starting to play their game again, these two conference champions. And this was widely perceived as the most evenly matched game of the day. And another three from John Smith. SAIT now with 11 trays in about 14 minutes of action. That's unbelievable. Adams, that one didn't have much of a chance, but there on the doorstep was Wiley, but Wiley couldn't convert either. And there's another three from Smith. Smith now has 17 points, and there's a steal. Nick Molina, and a three-pointer is off the mark. Smith up to 17, five of those, or 5 three-pointers, I should say. And drawing the contact there was Joseph. So he will head to the line once again. Keep in mind, you can join host Scott Squires for the East Coast Sports Show on 5 TV1 and get up to date on what's happening across the TV1 sports landscape. The East Coast Sports Show is available on demand to Bell Alliant 5 customers in Atlantic Canada on Channel 1 and 401, as well as online at bellalliant.ca/TV1. 5 TV1 brought to you by Bell Alliant. What a game so far here in Charlottetown. SAIT leading 46-31. Is that foul going to be called against Holland College? Joseph, the recipient there. It's his first and team second. Just about 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Holland winning the battle on the glass. Hurricanes now up to 15 rebounds compared to SAIT's 10. And 6 of those have been offensive rebounds, whereas SAIT only with 1 at the moment. As Bowden connects on the other end of the floor. Fadeaway 2 is good. And Smith is feeling it right now. Hard to believe this is only his second year of eligibility. Norden answers right back, going from the length of the court to put another 2 on the board. And it's going to be a timeout called here by the Holland Hurricanes. They trail 48-35 in an explosive early matchup in Prince Edward Island. So as I said, John Smith, 15 minutes have gone by into this game. John Smith already has 19 points to go along with 5 three-pointers. Nick Molina has 12, as well as a couple of rebounds, and Murphy Bea, he's got 7 points and 5 boards. Flipping it over for Holland, it's been a much more balanced scoring effort early on for them. Travis Adams has 8 points. Trinity Burdine has 7. And Kaye and Norden each have 5 apiece. Got another tweet, this one from Jackie, who says, the Trojans home office is watching from the boardroom in Calgary. Jet lag can't keep us down. Go Trojans. Cheering on Sharif Taha and the Trojan team. And another one from the Holland Hurricanes account. Cheering on the boys from their own nationals in Edmonton. That's the women's Hurricanes. So shout out to the Holland College women's team. Watching from Alberta. There's a made 3 from Burdine. Steps right up, knocks it down, no one around. Holland trailing by 12 now. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the frantic first half of action. Smith getting worked around by Bowden. Defense really stepping up for the Hurricanes here. And it's a steal from Bowden. Bowden, the big man, almost loses the handle on it and gets it to drop. Bowden, veteran here at Holland College, playing in his 4th year. He's from New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. All right, and let's send it down to a live hit from our sideline reporter, Ryan McCachran.
I was able to listen in on the Hurricanes last time out, and Coach Whitley told his guys to get back to playing the basketball they had played all season. He said, these teams are going to be good. Just play like you can. We're the better team. Let's see if the players can keep their coach happy. Back up to you, Steve.
All right, thank you, Ryan. And right in front of you right there was a turnover from Murphy Bea. So it's going to go back Holland way. Bowden with it now, spin move and tough shot. And we have a wedgie here. Don't see too many wedgies very often. Shout out to the starters on NBA TV for making that label. Holland down by 10. 13 on the shot clock. That pass almost too much, but it was corralled by Burdine. And Burdine, working around 2 defenders, ended up getting that one to drop. So the 3-point barrage has been quieted for SAIT right now. Opting to move it into the paint a little bit more. That was Bea finishing that one off. Whereas the Trojans are going to get called now. Nick Molina is going to be the recipient of that. It's his 2nd and his team's 4th. And he's going to take a breather now. So relieving him is Taha. Travis Adams to Norden. 3 taken from Burdine. It's an air ball, but right underneath and catching it was Joseph. Abel Joseph. Right place, right time. And it's an 8-point game now with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Spencer taking it himself, swatted away from Adams. Back the other way. Here's the Hurricanes. And that one going to be whistled down for a travel. Looked like Joseph was trying to get a layup off there, but it was just underneath the basket. Holland now up to 8 turnovers after that travel. SAIT sitting with 6. And really, both teams very evenly matched except for the 3-point category, and that's been the biggest difference. But obviously scoring in different ways. There's another 3 attempted, and that one was off the mark from Bea. So Bea just missing right there. And SAIT now 12 of 17 from downtown. Holland just 2 of 10. However, they are still shooting 54%. Hurricanes back at the stripe. Interesting to note that the Trojans only 1 free throw so far in the first 17.5 minutes of play. Who needs free throws when you're shooting the 3-point ball like they have been so far? Holland slowly bringing it back though. Another tray from Taha. Taha is good. Adams now getting his own board. Second chance effort. And that one falls. Adams getting fired up. And rightfully so. He's got 10 points now. Looks like that's going to be a tech called against the Trojans. And it was made by Burdine. Here's Norden. Norden taking that one himself. Didn't get enough on it though, and it was recovered from Bea. Another three from SAIT. Give them 14 in the first half. As that one was whistled down. So Holland gonna head back to the line. Dayton Spencer getting the call there. That's his second. And SAIT now with 5 in the quarter. And that one is no good. Minute and a half left to go. SAIT up by 8. Smith to Taha. Taha was trying to work his way around Norden. He's going to get whistled down for a push. As Spencer is going to exit the game, and entering is Macassier. Tipped on the inbound pass, going back to the way of the Hurricanes. Adams is stuffed at the rim. Huge dunk that's whistled off from Joseph. Keep in mind, Joseph is 6 feet tall. Regardless, still putting on a show for the fans in attendance here. As it's Adams at the line. Trying to cut into this Trojans lead and give credit to the Hurricanes as they've played some good basketball in this first half, and to only be down by 8 against a team shooting like the SAIT Trojans are is actually quite a feat, as both of those free throws are off. And this time, this foul going to go against Holland. Chase Bowden, that's his second foul. And Tevin Bailey going to come off the bench while Bowden heads there. Here's Parrington, third-year native of Calgary. Connects on the first attempt. And the second one is good as well. 10-point game. Just under a minute and a half left to play. Tevin Bailey trying to feed Burdine underneath the net, but there was a sloppy pass recovered from SAIT. Miss at the rim, it's blocked. And that one was whistled down, says the referee, before Smith could get the shot off. SAIT now 22 of 36, 61%, and Holland shooting 53, not too far off. SAIT a ridiculous 14 of 20 from 3. Whereas Holland College 2 of 10 from downtown. Contrasting styles, however, it's still a close game. And here's another 3 from the Trojans, and that's going to be an air ball for SAIT. So it's going to go back Holland College Hurricanes way. Bailey a little bit too strong on that pass, and Holland some sloppy possessions late in the second quarter here. Costly turnovers. Let's see if the Trojans can make them pay for it. John Smith was trying to work his way around Norden, but Norden got a little bit too close there, and referee's going to whistle that one down for contact. So Holland in the penalty, and shooting now is Smith. Two for two there from Smith. Give him 22 points. 15 of those from three-point land. .40 left to go now. Offense has become a bit stagnant for the Hurricanes. And there's another turnover, so 3 straight turnovers for Holland. Referee stops play there. Going to remain SAIT ball. Intercepted, and here we go. Showtime now. Slamming that one home is Wiley. And another turnover underneath and fouled. What a sequence of events here as Holland creates the turnover, feeds it to Burdine underneath the net, and he draws the foul on the way there. So just as I said, Holland College was starting to play a little bit sloppy. SAIT commits some costly turnovers in the dying seconds of the second quarter, and Holland going to try to close the gap on this lead. 3-point play. Roosevelt Wiley heads up play there. 10 seconds left, shot clock is off. SAIT with one last opportunity, Holland pressing. Unable to really get much of a chance, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. So that turnover is going to send it Holland way. This game is crazy. Already 62-55 with 3.7 seconds left to go in the first half. Unbelievable action so far here in Charlottetown. Easily the most exciting game of the day. These teams very, very close. You can tell the 4 and the 5 normally the closest game of the tournament, and that's likely what we're seeing right now. And while we have a moment, keep in mind that you can join 5TV1 Scott Squires as he chats with Cyril Lunny on CTV's Sideline Scoop each Monday at 8:40 a.m. Atlantic time and 9:10 a.m. Newfoundland time. Get up to date on Bell Alliant 5TV1's local sports coverage with Scott and Cyril. That's the Sideline Scoop, Mondays on CTV Morning Live Atlantic. Another tweet now. Not seeing a name here, it just says Basketball Mom 8. And she says, watching the game from beautiful sunny California. Exciting game. Hashtag Go SAIT. Must be nice to be there right now. All we had was flurries here today. As there's a 3, didn't get it off in time though. So the score at the end of the first half, SAIT 62 and Holland College 55. And what an opening 2 quarters of basketball here in Charlottetown. Third game of the day at the 2017 CCAA Men's Basketball National Championship. As it should be quite a second half coming up here. The number's absolutely ridiculous for the Trojans. 14 of 21 from downtown. That's incredibly impressive. Holland College, 2 of 11 from 3. However, they are shooting 54% from the floor, working it inside quite a bit and getting the job done that way. All right, and we're going to throw it down now to our sideline reporter, Ryan McCachran, and he's with the SAIT head coach, Marty Berkey.
Performance so far.
To be up in a national tournament game, I'm pretty excited about it.
And what do you think your team needs to improve on here in the second half?
We got to get on the floor more. We got to get more loose balls, and we had just some stupid offensive plays. We turned the ball over. You can't turn the ball over against this team.
Great. Thanks, Coach. Back up to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Don't go anywhere. You won't want to miss the second half of action here at the 2017 CCAA Men's Basketball National Championships hosted by Holland College. We'll be back in roughly 15 minutes' time on Bell 5 TV1.
Want to get your hands on an exciting future? A job you can be proud of? And a life you'll love? It starts with the hands-on education you'll get at Holland College. Go to hollandcollege.com today. Holland College. You'll make it here.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a big brother?
So what do you want to do this weekend?
I want to go to the Canada Game Center. I want to go swimming on the big yellow slide, which goes outside.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Definitely do that for sure.
Yeah.
Probably go bowling too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids with mentors grow up to be more successful adults. Supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters is a great way to have a positive impact on your community. To volunteer or make a donation, go to bigbrothersbigsisters.ca.
All right, and as we await the start of the second half, let's throw it down to our sideline man, Ryan McCackran, and he's got Holland head coach Josh Whitty with him.
Coach, how do you feel about your team's first half of play?
Well, they're hot as anything, so I thought we did a good job of keeping it as close as we did here through the first half. Hopefully at halftime cooled them down a little bit. Shoot 67% from three, it's pretty hard to stay in a game, so we got to get up and make things as tough as we can on the perimeter for them and see if we can't chip away and get back into this game here.
What do you guys have to do to take the lead now here in the second half?
Oh, we got to make it real hard for them to score. You give up 62 points in the first half, you got to score an awful lot of points to be ahead. So, you know, I think we're going to be real hard on Smith in particular and clean up our boards and try to get out in transition and get back in the lead.
All right, great. Thanks, Coach. All right, back up to you, Steve.
All right, thank you very much, Ryan. And as Josh Whitty just said there, there's only so much that you can do when the other team is shooting 66% from three, 14 of 21 from downtown. Like I said in the first half, those are Golden State Warriors-esque numbers. Simply unbelievable stuff. And for Holland, 2 of 11, 18% from there. But they've been getting it done in other ways, shooting 53% from the floor. Pretty evenly matched outside of those three-point numbers, though. Pretty close in rebounds. Holland's got 18, SAIT with 15. Assists, the Trojans have 12 and the Hurricanes have 9. Steals, they have 6 apiece. However, the Trojans have been struggling with fouls significantly more, as they have 13 and Holland has 7. And as far as individual stats go, John Smith, he has 21 points, 15 of those coming from three. Nick Molina, he's made 4, and he's got 12 points. And Murphy Bea with 9. And for the hometown Hurricanes, Burdine, he has 18. Travis Adams has 10. And Joseph sitting right now with 7. And I can honestly say it, if any game that I've called this year, whether it was U Sports or CCAA, that was the best first half of action. 62-55. With all those three-pointers coming from SAIT, Holland is still in the game. Most teams would be out of it by now. If the other team scores 62, unless your offense is on at that moment as well, you're likely already half out of the game by this point. So give credit to the Hurricanes for hanging around. However, they need to either hope that SAIT cools off from beyond the arc, or they can start getting it going from there themselves. As this one is close, but it can get broken open in a hurry. And if you're enjoying the game and watching from home, send us a tweet. My Twitter handle is at SCampbellTV1. Once again, that's at SCampbellTV1. Let me know who you're cheering for and where you are in the world, and I'll gladly give you a shout out on the air. So we are getting set to go here back in Charlottetown. SAIT with the opening possession. Smith, the red-hot John Smith, moves it inside to Parrington. Parrington tries to bank that one off the glass, but it was rebounded from Adams. Feed inside there and doesn't fall. Battle in the paint is won by the Trojans, but it's intercepted. And going in for the dunk. Huge throwdown there from number 8, Roosevelt Wiley. Second time we've seen that from him in this game. And the hometown fans are getting fired up now. Poked away from Bowden, and it's recovered from Norden. Here's Norden, and Norden lays it in. So a quick 4 points to start the third quarter for the Hurricanes. Spencer kicks that one over there. That was missed from Bea. Now it's Holland. Back over to Kaye, and that one is off the mark. In transition now, the Trojans. That pass was intended for Molina. However, it just went off the foot of a Hurricanes player, so it's going to remain SAIT ball. Fresh shot clock. And a trip to tomorrow's semifinal game against the winner of Sheridan and Mount Allison, which will happen after this game. That's on the line. Very smart idea there, kicking that one out. That three-pointer is good from Smith. Give Smith 6 3-pointers. As it's Norden. Moving that one around, and that three is off the mark. So here's SAIT now with it. Spencer. Holland starting to pour it on now. Parrington working around Bowden. Not an easy shot whatsoever. And another 2 for the Trojans. Rattling around, and it eventually drops from the fingertips of Adams. Back and forth. The points just piling up now. Long pass. The recipient was Bea. Norden working around a screen from Bowden, and that one just catches the iron. Three-pointer chucked up. Missed, recovered from SAIT, and that one counts there, so that was Bea again. 71-63 to score now. Just over 3 minutes gone in the third quarter. Entering the game for the Trojans is number 4, Ryan Nummy. And here come the Hurricanes. As I said, they haven't found any success from downtown, shooting 15% from there. You can see them continue to work it in the paint. And that man right there, Adams, is a big reason why. He's got 14 points now. Burdine has 18. He leads Holland College. Battle in the paint is won by Holland. And here comes Norden. Norden, the alley-oop. A little over-ambitious there as he was trying to feed Wiley. And here's another three from SAIT. That one is just wide. Parrington with the uncontested look there. The point guard, Norden, taking that one up himself. No good. And scooped up by Molina. Had his pocket pick though, now it's Joseph. And Joseph opts to hand that behind him to his teammate, Burdine. Looked like Joseph was gonna go up for the layup, but opted to feed Burdine instead. And wise decision, as it's a 4-point game now. SAIT's had the lead all game, but Holland has been right there. Somehow right there, considering that the Trojans have made 15 three-pointers. As the ref is gonna call off that basket from Parrington. Foul gonna go against Burdine. That's his second and the team's first. And entering the game is Kaye. Bea hands it off to Spencer. That pass was intended for Smith, but it was swatted out of bounds from Burdine. Burdine, a native of Reading, Pennsylvania, and his last year of eligibility here with the Holland Hurricanes. And as you would expect, great turnout in Charlottetown for this game. Absolutely packed here. And they love their basketball in Prince Edward Island. Just like that, John Smith is unconscious from downtown. Give him 7 3-pointers now for 27 points in total. Tanner Parrington getting called there. And that's going to send Wiley to the stripe. Wiley is good on the first attempt. Five-point game. Bea, it's called for the double dribble. He doesn't like it. It's going to go to the Hurricanes. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter of action here. Third game at the 2017 CCAA Men's Basketball National Championships, hosted by Holland College on Bell 5 TV1. There's a three from Holland, and that falls for Trinity Burdine. He's doing everything for the Hurricanes now. It's going to bump him up to 23 points. And it's a 2-point game. Offensive foul called against the Trojans. And when you talk about national championship basketball, this game is a great example of what makes it so special. Holland lost a bitter game to Humber last year in the semis by only 1 point. They did end up winning bronze, and they would love to get back to the final this time, as they have now tied it up after that last basket. Fans in attendance are going wild, and that's going to cause SAIT Trojans head coach Marty Berkey to try to halt the run and call a timeout with 4 minutes left to go in the third. Tune in all weekend as the Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association Men's Basketball Final 8 will be streaming live on TV1 from Holland College in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. 5 TV1, brought to you by Bell Alliance. And once again, reach out to us on Twitter. Send me a tweet. My handle is @SCampbellTV1. And let me know who you're cheering for and where you're watching, and I will gladly give you a shout out on the air. And we have a tweet here now from Amy, and she says, "Go SAIT, watching from St. Albert, Alberta. Jeremy is cheering for his uncle, Brian Nummy." I think I nailed the last name that time, so shout out to me. Apologize for calling him Numi earlier. As I said to the SAIT Twitter account, us East Coasters have a hard time pronouncing other names. Driving to the hoop there was Spencer, but he gets fouled on the way. Spencer going to try to give his team the lead again now. And he does. So Spencer converts on his first 2 trips to the free throw line. His team retakes the lead with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the third, and it's a turnover from the Hurricanes. Point guard Spencer working around a screen from Parrington. Spencer all the way, can't get it to go, but there for the second chance opportunity is Baya. And Baya makes that count. Oh my goodness, huge alley-oop right there, finished off by Roosevelt Wiley. That looked like it came out of a video game, the way that was set up. Huge jam there by the Nassau, Bahamas native. But Wiley gets called for the foul on the other end. That's his first and Holland's third. And as you can see there, Chase Bowden is back into the game, and he relieves Travis Adams in the front court. Stolen from Joseph. Joseph to Burdine. And Burdine with the hoop and the harm. What a play from Trinity Burdine. He's got 25 points. And he's going to try to retake the lead for his team right here. And he does. What a game we have going on in Charlottetown. And another turnover from the Trojans. Now it's Bowden. Bowden lays it up. And the turnover is really starting to add up for SAIT now. That's 18 for them. We heard their head coach, Berkey, say to Ryan, our sideline guy, at the end of the first half, that was the area that they needed to clean up, and they haven't done it, as even though they're shooting so well, been turning over the ball at a rapid pace, and even that three-point shot, haven't seen much of it in the third quarter here. They were absolutely lights out in the first half. Only been 1 3 made in the last 6 or 7 minutes, I do believe. And there's another miss now. John Smith, he hasn't missed too many. And Holland answers back again. Holland College is rolling now. 5-point lead, 2 minutes left to go in the third. Three from, sorry, that's Spencer. Moves it over to Molina. Molina trying to slow it down to Parrington. And Parrington loses it. It's another turnover, but then stolen again. Heads up play from Spencer. And trying to bank that one off the glass was Molina. Kind of strange there because there was no one around him. It looked like he could have pulled up for three, opted to move in a little bit and try the bank shot. And it was no good. Here's Bowden, and Bowden puts another 2 on the board. Spencer loses the handle on it, and too much contact there from Holland. That's Wiley. So SAIT gonna head back to the line now. Haven't been there a whole lot today. Only their 8th trip there, whereas Holland has 17 free throw attempts, and they're 12 of 17. Rebounded by Machak. And another one here for Spencer coming up. And that's good. So 6-point lead for the hometown Hurricanes. 1 minute left to go. Bowden to Norden. Norden draws contact on the way to the hoop. First one misses from Norden. Back the other way now are the Trojans. Last minute of play in the third quarter. Working around a screen is Smith for three, and that shot isn't there now. The hoop and the harm once again. Holland College has come alive here in the third quarter, and the building has as well. So Norden is going to head back there to the line. It's got 9 points so far tonight. Holland has been paced by Burdine, who's got 26. Roosevelt Wiley, including a couple of electrifying dunks, he's got 16. And Adams has 14 of his own. Should note that Wiley has 8 rebounds, which is tops for the Hurricanes. Everything is going Holland's way right now. Another foul against SAIT. .13 seconds left. Holland going to try to pad onto this lead. Norden working around a screen. Loses the handle on it there. Looks like it just went off a Trojan defender. 5 seconds left to go. Got to get a quick shot off here. Do the Hurricanes. Kaye, and that one was deflected away. Swatted away. Hurricanes wanted a call, but the referees say no. So at the end of 3, the hometown Holland Hurricanes 88 and the visiting SAIT Trojans 79. Huge third frame for Holland College. And don't go anywhere, as we will be right back very shortly here on Bell 5 TV1 for the fourth quarter of play in Charlottetown.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a big brother?
That's what you want to do this weekend.
I want to go to the Canada Game Center. I want to go swimming on the big yellow slide, which goes outside.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Definitely do that for sure.
Yeah.
Probably go bowling too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids with mentors grow up to be more successful adults. Supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters is a great way to have a positive impact on your community. To volunteer or make a donation, go to bigbrothersbigsisters.ca.
All right, welcome back to Charlottetown. Fourth quarter coming up here, and the third game of the day at the 2017 CCAA Men's Basketball National Championships, hosted by Holland College and proudly presented on Bell 5 TV1. And if you're just tuning in, you missed an excellent 3 quarters of basketball, but it's shaping up to be a fantastic finish as the Holland Hurricanes brought it back in a big way in the third quarter. They lead 88-79 heading into the final frame. Alley-oop layup there is good, finished off from Bailey. Taha over to Molina, and there's a 3 from Taha. And finishing it off there is the native of Redlands, California. The 3-pointer has been huge for SAIT in this game, as they were absolutely killing it from beyond the arc in the first half. Didn't see a whole lot of it in the third. And a big reason for that is turnovers. The Holland D stepped up, and that break definitely benefited the Hurricanes, just trying to cool off the red-hot Trojans after that first half. But SAIT now with 19 turnovers compared to Holland's 14. Taha throwing that up. No contact there, says the referee. 2 men on him now, and again it's Taha, and swatted away. The post defense shining now for the Hurricanes. Majok. And SAIT gonna get called for a push there. All right, and let's throw it down to our sideline reporter, Ryan McCachran.
His last timeout, or last huddle between quarters. And coach told his guys to just keep playing the way they were playing. He said, just 10 more minutes, guys. We can do this. The game is ours. Let's see if his players listen to him, Steve. Back up to you.
All right, thank you, Ryan. 5 on the shot clock. Have to get a shot off now. Do the Hurricanes. That one clanks off the iron. Scooped up from SAIT. Taha trying to slow things down. Over to Bea. Bea working around Bowden in the paint. Little spin move, and it's good. So Bea now with 17 of his own. 8 of 13 from the floor. Bowden, that's a tough shot. Working around Parrington there, as it's going to go back to the Hurricanes. .13 on the shot clock. Kaye taking that in, rattles all around, and it's good for 2. Pretty amazing stuff that Holland College has 92 points, and only 9 of them have come from the 3-point ball. They're 3 of 16 from beyond the arc, complete opposite of SAIT, who's 17 of 29 from there. You don't have to win with the 3-pointer. If you have it in your arsenal, it's a huge weapon, but Holland College is proving right now how you can win without using that, and there's Bowden. He's had himself a game. Really turning it on here in the second half. 3 minutes elapsed in the fourth. Ref's going to blow that one dead and call a shooting foul against Holland. It's going to go against Bowden, and that's his third of the game. Molina's first shot is good. And the second one is as well. Three-pointer is off and somehow ends up in the hands of Burdine. And there's an air ball from the Hurricanes. Taha, he is not scared to pull the trigger, and why should he be, as there's another three for him. Good stuff from the third year. And jamming that one home. It was rattling around the rim before Wiley put that one down easily. And Holland's bigs are the reason that they have this lead now. Tough look there again, but it's Taha. Sharif Taha, back-to-back trays, and it's a 4-point game. There's Kaye, and that's an air ball, so a couple of air balls from the Hurricanes. Early in the fourth, there's Taha again, what a move. But he wasn't able to finish at the rim. Battle for the rebound now. And getting into it a bit was Taha, as well as Wiley. You're seeing a replay here going down there, and the scrum ends up Holland's way, as it's going to be a timeout called from the SAIT Trojans. 5.5 minutes left to go in what's been a fantastic game here in Charlottetown. And the hometown Hurricanes lead 96-92. Still time to get in on the Twitter machine. Send me a tweet at SCampbellTV1 and let me know who you're cheering for. We'll give you a shout out on the air. I'm sure everyone even watching at home is on the edge of their seats right now. And the atmosphere here at Holland College is electric, to say the least. It's a packed house. Lots of Prince Edward Island basketball fans out in attendance to cheer on their Hurricanes. It's only day one, but it's been a great tournament so far here at Holland College. So I'd like to thank everyone here at the college and the athletic department for putting this on. And we're not done after this one. Oh no, we still got one more game on the day. Is coming up. It's going to start probably around closer to 8:30, 8:45 now, but it's going to be the number 8 seeded Mount Allison Mounties and the number 1 seeded and undefeated Sheridan Bruins. And I'll have that for you, as I said, in roughly an hour's time. But before we get there, we have to finish off this one. 7 on the shot clock. Bowden had his pocket picked. Got to get a shot off right now. And a lot of confusion on the Hurricanes' end, as Bowden looked like he had an open look there from 3, but tried to make something else happen, and it results in a shot clock violation. So that's going to go to the visiting Trojans. John Smith out there. You got to think he's the guy that they're going to look to right now. He's got 27 points and 7 3-pointers. Here's Smith. Here's Taha for 3 again. That one wasn't close. It's an air ball. And when you come out as hot as the SAIT Trojans did from downtown, as there's another 3 from Burdine, when you come out as hot as the Trojans did from 3, it's hard to sustain that pace. It's simply not going to happen over the whole course of a game, even for the best three-point shooting teams. And for the Trojans, they've definitely cooled off. They're obviously still in this game, but give credit to Holland for hanging around whenever they were shooting the way that they were earlier. That's SAIT, obviously. We're over the 100-point mark now after Travis Adams' layup, 101-92, 4.5 minutes left. Taha is just chucking, but he missed his second in a row there. Sharif Taha now 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. Taking this one in himself is Burdine. That's Wiley, excuse me. And he wasn't going to be stopped there. He will now head back to the line. This is the 21st time that Holland has been at the line so far today. SAIT's been there 11 times in their 9 of 11. Holland is 14 of 21 after those, and now 15 of 22. But the biggest stat that's sticking out to me right now with time ticking away is the turnovers. But it's not just turnovers, it's the points off turnovers, because right at the half there, SAIT head coach Marty Berkey said that his team needs to limit the turnovers. They've been playing some sloppy basketball outside of their amazing three-point shooting that we saw earlier. But the Trojans have 20 turnovers, and off those, Holland has 33 points. So that's been the biggest difference there, as Holland has 17 turnovers, and the Trojans have only 14 points. So sometimes you can just look at the stat sheet and break down the big difference in the game. And that's been it, is Holland's points off turnovers. They've made SAIT pay for them. And they have this lead late in the game as a result. And the big man, Parrington, with the sweet touch there, making this a 9-point game. You can feel the tension in this building right now. Bowden inside to Joseph. And the streaking Joseph makes no mistake with the open look. SAIT's got to make something happen now. Good defense there. However, it looked like it was just got barely a touch on him. Hometown fans don't like the call. Adams getting called there. That's his first and the team's third. So Dathan Spencer, a couple big free throws right here. This late in the game. This lead is not insurmountable by any means. They can definitely make a comeback. But these late free throws so key in this sport. And he goes 2 for 2. Wiley with a full head of steam. That one banks it off the glass, but nothing doing. Goes back to Wiley, spin around, and it's good. He has been a difference maker, as that was actually finished off from Joseph. But Wiley did all the legwork there. Excellent defense from Holland. And losing the handle off it. It just goes off the backboard, and here comes SAIT. Smith for 3, and the man who hit 6 3-pointers in the first half has 2 in the second. Let's see if they can try to mount a comeback if they have much left in the tank now, and that one is off Spencer, and here comes Adams. He's going to try to slow it down, and the Hurricanes are going to try to eat some clock here, and why wouldn't you if you're Holland right now? As Adams takes that one up himself, and he gets fouled. Harrington getting called there. That's his 4th, and the 3rd against SAIT. Couple more tweets here as we head into the dying minutes of the game. Mike Como says, "Let's go Holland," cheering from Halifax, my hometown of Halifax, Nova Scotia. And Tim says, "Go Trojans, make the comeback," from J-Bone. Here's John Smith. He's been the man for SAIT all game long. Big bucket there, but they still have some work to do. Down by 10 with 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Holland just going to pass it around, let that shot clock die down here. Another foul going to the Trojans. John Smith, that's his 4th. Smith with 29 points, but the majority of those came in the first half. Canes head coach Josh Whitty having some words with the referee there. 14 on the shot clock, Holland with the inbound. And the crowd very excited about what's transpired in this game. What a basket from Roosevelt Wiley. That's not an easy shot by any means, as he's going down, fading away, and everything is just going Holland College's way now, as the SAIT Trojans, after that miraculous first half, have fallen into a hole late in this game, and it's going to be tough for them to climb out now. Well, 5 TV1 is proud to present this live stream broadcast of the Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association Men's Basketball Final 8 from Holland College in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. 5 TV1 brought to you by Bell Alliance. And the big men have been the difference makers for Holland all game long, as Trinity Burdine, Roosevelt Wiley, and Travis Adams have simply taken over in the second half. Burdine's got 29 points. Wiley has been doing it all, as he's got 22, as well as 11 rebounds. And Adams, 17 points to go with 4 rebounds. Another amazing stat here is Joseph, standing only at 6 feet tall, he's got 9 rebounds, so very impressive effort on the glass from one of the shortest players on Holland. Whereas for SAIT, John Smith, he's got 29, including 7 threes. Sharif Taha, 17 points. And Murphy Baya, he has 17 and 15 rebounds. So he's been doing his part as well, doing all the dirty work on the glass. He's got 15 boards. The next highest rebounder on SAIT has 4, and that's Parrington. So where would SAIT be without that effort? You can shoot all the three-pointers that you want, but if you're not rebounding the basketball, it's going to be tough to win. There's a big 3 from the Trojans. Kept alive by Burdine as he falls over onto our scorers table. Looks like everyone's okay.
Foul line number 8, Sheriff Taha. His third team is in the penalty.
Sheriff Taha getting called there.
Shooting 2.
And shooting 2 here is Burdine. That's Burdine's first miss of the ball game. He was 5 for 5 prior to this. And he misses both. So SAIT just going to try to get anything going now, and falling out of bounds. That was Smith, and he was roughed up on the way there. A little bit too aggressive from Adams. So he's got 2, and the Hurricanes currently have 4 in the quarter. One minute left to go. Holland's got a 9-point lead. Trojans have to make something happen, and they need that to happen right now as the missed layup. Taha was there, however, to clean up the garbage. SAIT going to try to apply some defensive pressure here. Taha going to get charged with the foul there. Abel Joseph is 3 of 5 from the line so far. Make it 3 of 6. Gut check time now for SAIT. And unfortunately for the Trojans, just stepping out of bounds was Taha. So it's going to be Hurricanes ball with 43 seconds left to go in the game. And back onto the floor there is Himmis. That pass was intended for Burdine, but just a little bit too high over his head. Parrington re-enters. And let's see what SAIT can muster up here. That was Smith drawing the foul there. As Bowden collects his 4th for the Hurricanes. Both teams over the limit. That one just wide from Smith. Misses both. And getting wrapped up there was Wiley. And it's looking pretty grim now for the Trojans. They started this game with one of the best quarters I've seen live all season long from any university or collegiate team. Really caught Holland off guard, I think. I don't think Holland was quite ready for what they saw there from SAIT in the first quarter, in the first half. but they started to bring it back. They started to chip away at that lead. And like I said, unfortunately for the Trojans, the turnovers just really cost them in this game. 22 turnovers for SAIT that led to 35 Holland points. Even though they're 20 of 36 from downtown. It's those points off turnovers that were the difference maker. Going in there for the huge dunk was Wiley, and he got denied at the rim. "13 seconds left to go in the game now. It's going to be a timeout from the SAIT Trojans. However, this is going to be too much for them to overcome. Holland College, 45 of 81, shooting 56%. And a lot of that grunt work has been done by the trio of Burton, Wiley, and Adams. And keep in mind, shortly after this game, we'll have the last matchup of the day, and it's number 8 seeded Mount Allison University Mounties going up against the Sheridan Bruins. And we'll have that for you here on Bell 5 TV1. It's been a lot of fun the first day of action here at the 2017 CCAA Men's Basketball National Championships, hosted by Holland College. A lot of fun hanging out with you all day. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next round. First game is at 1 p.m. and that's going to be the bronze qualifier featuring George Brown and Lethbridge. And just going to lay that one up there is Wiley. And that's a fair move. You don't want to rub it in just at the end of a game. That's going to do it. The hometown Holland College Hurricanes defeat the SAIT Trojans by a score of 113 to 103. What a performance from Holland in front of their fans here in Charlottetown. And they deserve this win. They went up against a very, very good team. And the Trojans, they didn't get the result that they wanted, but they have nothing to be ashamed of. They won their own conference in Alberta. They came to play. That first half was some of the most electric basketball I've seen in quite some time. Unfortunately for them, they weren't able to sustain that pace. And the moment that they started to sag a little bit, that the shots weren't dropping nearly as much as when Holland pounced and they didn't look back. So Holland will advance tomorrow to face the winner of the next matchup between Mount Allison and Sheridan. And you're not going to want to miss any of the action here in PEI tomorrow. So we're going to have the player of the game ceremonies now.
The player of the game from the SAIT Trojans is number 11, John Smith.
Player of the game from SAIT, no surprise, John Smith. 8 3-pointers and 32 points.
And from your Holland College Hurricanes,
unbelievable, he's only a second year. And the man that they call Chicken, Roosevelt Wiley, getting the player of the game for Holland. Wiley, 24 points and 12 boards. So the Hurricanes will play tomorrow. And there's going to be a trip to the finals on the line. They're going to try to do what they weren't able to a year ago when they lost by 1 to Humber. Excellent game of basketball we just witnessed. right here. We're going to hang on here and get another interview with our sideline man, Ryan McCachran. As you can see, the other team starting to warm up right now. All right, let's throw it down to Ryan McCachran now.
12 rebounds. How'd you feel about your game today?
It's pretty high. I could have done a little better. But if it wasn't for my team to keep my head up, then I wouldn't have this good game.
How'd you feel about the way your team came back after halftime?
Came back great. It was a good comeback. Even though we started off the first half, players slack, we came back in the second half and give it a run.
Where do you think the Hurricanes as a team go from here?
Once we keep our head net and aim for our goal, we can go far in this championship.
Great, thanks for your time. Right. Back up to you, Steve.
All right, thank you, Ryan. And as I said, don't go anywhere as we will be back very shortly here in Charlottetown for the final game on the first day of the 2017 CCAA Men's Basketball National Championships hosted by Holland College. Thanks for tuning in.